Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Haley and I'm going to be doing a review on the Etude House personal color palettes. I know they've been out for a while, but I really wanted to review them for you guys, and I know they're still really popular and they're having a sale on the Etude House website right now. They are $21 each, and they were half off because on the Etude House website they sell for $42 usually, but I would wait till there's a promotion because I got these for $21, and in Korea I think they're around like 32,000 won, which compared to USD, I think in USD it'd be about $29, like a little less. Also, if you hear like a fan in the background, like I need to have that on because I live in Hawaii and with no AC in my room, you need a fan, and I'm not gonna be sweating during this video, so that's why I have the fan on. Now going to each palette. I don't think I'll do swatches because there's already a lot of videos that do swatches, and I just want to put my opinion on these palettes. So if you do want to see a swatch video, I know that Edward Avila I think did swatches, so if you want to go check his video out, or some other YouTubers have done it, so if you kind of just look it up then you can see some swatches, but I kind of want to give my opinion on the palette. Okay, so the first palette I'm going to be talking about is the Personal Color palette in Warm Tone Eyes, and I really like the packaging. It's very cute with like the two different colored eyes and like the cream packaging, and even the sides are colored kind of like what the palette's going to look like inside, which I think is really cute. And then you get a really large mirror. I'm not going to blind you guys, but the whole top of it, like this whole thing, is a mirror on the inside. So the Warm Tone Eyes palette comes with a sheet over it that tells you all the color names, and it'll say W, a number, and the name of the shade because they're all numbered, and the W stands obviously for warm tone. And if you don't like having the sheet, they also have the colors of the names of the colors on the back. So if you don't really want the sheet, or you don't figure you'll use this, or you don't like it, but these shadows do have a little bit of fallout, so I feel like it helps to have the cover over it, just so you know that you don't have to clean the mirror as much because you have the fallout thing on top of it. The colors I have issues with is a lot of the glittery ones, not as much the shimmer. I feel like the shimmer looks really pretty, but I think they could look prettier if you set it or you foil it. So that just means you spray your breasts with either, like, sometimes I'll just use water or setting spray. I usually like to use the NYX Dewy Finish. I think the Dewy Finish looks good with the glitters because it makes it like more dewy, because if you spray it with like a matte, then like it's gonna make the eyeshadow matte, and you don't want matte glitters. So yeah, but they do look really pretty on the eye, and once you foil it they all look super pretty. Today I'm wearing, so I use these two in my crease, Cappuccino and Dual Espresso, and those are W7 and W8. The shade names go like W1, 2, 3, and then down the line like that. I do have a lot of fallout with like the shimmery ones and the matte ones. I think all of them have some fallout. I don't think anyone doesn't really have any. The way I deal with the fallout is I take my brush and I'll kind of pick up the extra fallout and like just kind of work it back into the eye, and that's usually works very well. But if you have issues like fallout, or like you don't really want fallout as much, maybe this palette isn't the best, but I feel like the pigmentation is really there even though it is fallout. Especially with the matte shades, I find that like these two and like this one and these mattes, they have a lot of pigment, and the fallout doesn't really affect it, and I find it blends really easily and really nicely. That's one thing I love about this palette, is that the mattes blend so easily and so nicely, and all the colors actually blend really nicely, so it looks really good on the eye, and it's easy to work it into the crease, or if you're doing like more of a Korean style look, like a very nice light shade, but you can also like build it up to make it darker, which I think is really nice with this palette, because you don't just have to use it for like Korean eye looks, you can use it for like more Western style. or whatever eye look you want. So I really like this overall palette. I think the colors are really nice for every day, and even a little bit you can play around with it too. I was kind of worried when I was getting this because it's a lot of neutrals and I already have a lot of neutrals, but I feel like they did a good job of mixing neutrals with some more brighter colors. I do wish it was more like orangey because the cool tone palette does have a lot of pinks, as you'll see, but I think this is very good. Even though if you do have a lot of neutral colors in your collection already, I think this is a nice addition because of the different colors it adds, and it's a lot different from maybe a neutral Western palette. So I'm excited to have it in my collection and keep playing around with it. Onto the cool tone eyes. The packaging is the same on the outside. You have the pink eyes, different tones, the personal color palette, cool tone eyes, and I don't know if you can tell on camera, I might not pick it up, but this is more cream and this is more of a pink tone, which I really like the attention to the packaging and the detail in it. And this is still like a very nice weighted palette, and then on the back again it has the colors, and again there's 20 shadows. I don't think I talked about that earlier, but there's 20 shadows per palette. So I really like this one. I love the colors in this. A lot of the colors I think are harder to use on the neutral palette. Like these grayish tone I think are going to be more interesting to work with, and this purple shade, that one is Purple Star, right? Yeah, Purple Star. This is grayish and grayish velvet. They look very similar, but grayish looks a little more like shimmery, sparkly, while grayish velvet looks a little more shimmer. And then I'm really excited for I think this one's called Deep Wine. Yeah, Deep Wine, because I know Etude House came out with their wine palette, but I feel like if you want more colors and you feel like you won't use all the colors in the wine palette and kind of want that more like burgundy, like purple color, I feel like this is really good, and you got so many different colors to work with. As you can see, I've dipped into this one a lot. This one I haven't used it as much, but since it's fall, I'm excited to use these a little more, especially this deep wine color. I'm excited to try something with that. I definitely need to kind of play around with it more, but I do think these colors are really pretty, and I'm wearing this one on the lid today, which is Glam Wine. Yeah, this one's called Glam Wine, and I think it's really pretty. It's like more pinky, and then these, like, obviously again it has fallout, and I really like the design. I don't know if you can tell, but it has like the little like cross pattern, not cross, lines, I don't know, it just has lines, but those don't last very long, especially with the glitter shadows. The matte shadows, they seem to stay longer. But yeah, overall I really like these palettes. So pros of these palettes, they come with a lot of different shades. They can work together too. So for today I created this eye look using Glam Wine from the Cool Tone palette on the lid, and then in the crease I used Cappuccino and Dole Espresso, kind of mix them together, put them in the crease, just kind of add a little more depth. And then I used brown sugar under the brow bone. So I really like the combination, and I think you can kind of play around with both, and I think both will have nice daily looks. And they're also like really, like, they're heavy. Like holding them right now, they feel very heavy and like very, they don't feel cheap. They're also like really pretty colors. I feel like maybe some of like the grayish velvet are colors I won't use as much. The cons, I think, are just the fallout and the glitter, but I think that's something you can easily work with. I don't think it's something that makes or breaks the palette. I think having a little bit of fallout and having just kind of foil the glitters aren't that bad. You can also use like a glitter eyeshadow base for the glitters, even though they're like loose glitters, it still like make it pop more and like it lasts longer. So I don't really feel like there's not too many cons, or like not enough cons for me to be like, I don't want these palettes, why did I buy these? And I think in the future, since I have so many palettes, I think I have like, let me count right now. I have about 8 palettes and some more like loose eyeshadows. So I think I want to do a daily look with each palette and with the loose shadows. I think they're really fun because I have a lot of range of palette. Hopefully those will be some future videos, just some daily makeup looks. Since I do have so many palettes, I usually try to do a different look each time with them, but I do have like my go-to looks for each palette. Thanks everyone for watching my video. I hope you subscribe or share this video. I hope this helps you in any way. I'm definitely a funny person. I just need to have that better off on camera. For me, I'm an extrovert, so for me it's harder to kind of talk to the camera because I'm kind of used to having like conversations, and I think kind of having that back and forth. So for me, talking to a camera is a little awkward because I'm used to kind of like talking with people and having that kind of back and forth conversation. So I think I need to get a little more comfortable on camera, and I hope you guys will stick with me through the beginning. So yeah, please stick with me. Please prepare for, please look out for future videos. Please look out for future videos. I hope you like this one. If you do, please subscribe. It'd be really nice. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.